Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is indeed a very special evening. It's our last concert of the year as a whole band. There are going to be more jazz events happening coming up here shortly, and we'll tell you about those as the evening progresses. But this is our last concert of the season and of the academic year for this band. So we're very excited to present new music to you tonight. And this whole concert is set up to do that. Everything is an original composition of mostly of the students in the band who have written all this music. So we're excited to be able to do that. And this is also for us a night of remembrance. And the concert tonight is dedicated to Ann Collins, who passed away on March 2nd of this year. She was department chair for this department for 9 years, and we want to remember her this evening. We're going to get started with a composition by our grad student trumpet player. This is Charlie Miller's composition called The Sun Loft. Charlie Miller is graduating right now, and I can tell you that I'm going to miss him very, very dearly. Our graduate students work so hard here, and he's been an integral part of the success of this program for the last 2 years. And how about a hand for Charlie Miller? Thank you. He's got a recital coming up that's just going to be very, very, very fine on May the 6th. Am I correct? 6th of May. It's Saturday. And what's the time on that, Charlie?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So if you're so inclined and have the evening free, it's going to be a great recital. Here is The Sun Loft. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie Miller, the Sun Loft. And how about a hand for Brian Backer on baritone saxophone? Thank you very much. We're going to continue on with a beautiful arrangement of a tune that a grad student and graduate assistant did a couple years ago, Justin Haynes. He's now the director of bands at Lewistown High School and doing a marvelous job there. His groups are just playing wonderfully. He's such a great musician. We're going to do his chart on Giant Steps. Thank you very much. Giant Steps that featured Charlie Miller. And Adam Stombres on alto saxophone. Adam Stombres. We like to recognize our seniors and graduate students that are moving on. And Adam has been in the program as both a graduate student and a post-baccalaureate student in jazz performance this past year. And very, very pleased to have some of his brand new writing that we're going to feature right now. This is a chart that is the second movement of a 3-movement suite. And you're going to hear echoes of Duke Ellington in this, and we're very, very pleased to perform this for you. It's brand new, and it's just titled simply 2 for like movement 2. There's not a name for it yet. There are 3 undergraduates that are moving on from our band. They've all made a tremendous contribution to this ensemble over the years. I'd like to recognize our trumpet player, Jeremy Henman, who is moving on, doing his student teaching next year. Am I correct? In the spring of next year. All right, he's not quite leaving yet. I'm going to keep my meat hooks in him for a little while more. And Jacob Eppel is going to be moving on. He will be doing his student teaching in the fall, and that will be where? Undetermined yet. Yeah, well, he'll be student teaching in the fall someplace. There'll be somebody that is very lucky to have him. He's going to be a great teacher, and we've enjoyed having him in the band. This next composition is going to be his, but before I get to that, please let me thank and introduce to you our guitar player, who is a jazz studies major and moving on this year, or graduating, and we'll be doing his recital coming up on Sunday this week, and you can see that at 11 o'clock. Troy Nussbaum. So we are going to feature the writing of Jacob Eppel right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is called A Work in Progress. Very nice, very nice. Jacob Eppel. Again, Charlie Miller on trumpet back there. And Andrew Seawick on tenor saxophone. Thank you. How about a hand for our lead trumpet player back there, ladies and gentlemen, Austin Dunaway. Austin Dunaway doing all the heavy lifting. And we've got a tune right now, ladies and gentlemen, that from another graduate assistant that we had here a couple of years ago. And this is a really, really cool and interesting chart and composition. This is called Fatal Dance. Thank you very much. Thank you. How about a hand for Wes Julian on the drums? Wes Julian. It has come to the time of the evening when we are going to play our last piece of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. And this is going to be dedicated to Ann Collins. And about 10 years ago, almost to the very day, this piece was premiered in a larger work that was written for a jazz worship service. And this composition was originally written for a friend of mine who had passed away. And when that happens, it sort of leaves a really big hole in your heart when somebody leaves your life. And most recently, we are missing Ann Collins, who passed away on March 2nd. Last year, I was very, very fortunate to have spent some time with her in New Orleans. And I was leading a tour with a bunch of people on it. Ann was one of the persons on the tour, and I managed to steal a few moments from hosting everybody else to be able to speak with Ann and tell her how much she has meant to the jazz area here and the School of Music and everything. And it's a conversation that I'm very, very grateful to have had. You don't know when you're going to be missing somebody. And so for Terry, Carol, and Scott, our hearts are with you, and we will miss Ann every day and remember her every day. Yeah, you can applaud. Mm-hmm. We are indeed fortunate in the School of Music to have colleagues and really artist musicians that teach here. And several are in the audience tonight. There are some of our jazz faculty that are here, and I'd like to recognize them, have them stand up and take a bow. This is their hard work that you see on the stage here. And guys, stand up there for a second, be recognized. We've got George Turner here and Matt Hughes, guitar and bassist. I'm so inspired by them daily to hear them play and watch them teach. And thank you guys for all that you do. And in that same vein, I would like to welcome to the stage one of my dear and oldest friends. And he helps me run the program as the Associate Director of Jazz Studies. And we're going to bring him out to play on this composition. Won't you welcome to the stage Dr. Michael Stryker. The piece will close, and we'll just take a minute or a moment to have a little bit of silence in the hall. And we're going to end with this. This is in Now You're Gone. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ann Collins. We will miss you. We're going to do a formal musical tribute and concert for her in September, around the third weekend. We're planning that right now and getting the dates all set. So please keep Ann's family in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you so much for coming tonight.